good wine, good martini, and good documentation. That's the perfect blend.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about our co-authors. What has each person done that's brand new for our paper? I mean, now, Bob DeConto, for example.
We know that.
He has come up with these maximum and minimum temperatures that we've seen today for the first time, and they fit perfectly.
Yeah.
But only if the continents are wet.
Yeah.
Right, so go through the others. What have they given us?
Ying Song was the first one that pointed out we had the tectonics of Eastern Asia all wrong. He was the first person that published it in a journal. You could find it, you know.
When was it published?
Gosh, I have to look.
Okay, send
It's
it.
a paper about the Songyao Basin.
Yeah.
No, there's another paper about the history of Eastern Asia. Well,
But that
the
fits.
Russians knew that. That's all published in Russia, but nobody knew about the literature. And that's what Andrei Stepashko brought, was to go back to the actual original paper,
Yeah.
which Ying doesn't cite, because Ying cites a later paper by Stepashko, you know?
Okay, yes.
Yeah. And,
So that misses out the vital step, really.
right. And Papi de Boer keeps saying, I'm going to send my thing soon. Papi de Boer is a Dutch geologist.
He's in Amsterdam, isn't he?
No, he's Utrecht.
Utrecht. Okay.
Yeah. And
I may say
he
Utrecht
knows,
is
he
my
knows
favourite
about
city.
meandering rivers.
Yes.
You know, or in Oxbow Lakes.
Oh,
that
okay,
sort of-
right. So he's our.
So if I ever get it from him, otherwise we just go with what we've got and tell Poppy thank you. But
Yes, but
but Poppy has written me and said, well, I'm just about finished with. I'll send it to you.
I know, and Poppy keeps sending me messages saying, "Oh, this is all wonderful." And he sent me one the other day. If you come to Amsterdam, that's why I thought it was Amsterdam.
Ah.
He said, "If you can come to Amsterdam, we must get together. There's so much to discuss." And I keep thinking to myself, any moment he's going to come out with this florid exposition. But you're just trying to dig it
Well,
out.
he may live in Amsterdam. I don't know. You know, it's only 20
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. Oh, it's just on the train. Yeah.
And Sasha has helped with the paleotopography. He's responsible for the original paleotopography that we used,
Yeah.
along with Alex Velikovsky and so on. They're all dead in Russia. But Sasha made the original maps and the original climate
Yeah.
diagrams, climate models. So he hasn't made anything that's original, that really is new in the thing, but he's historical figure.
He's the authority.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I
And
read.
who else was on that? I don't remember. I don't remember anybody else.
No, I think that's it. Well, we had several names, but those are the ones we ended up with.
Well, I was sort of wondering about whether Sasha should be on there, but I think at this point we have to leave him on.
Oh no, he's been.
Oh no, he did do a careful reading of the whole thing and made a number of corrections. So
No, that's important. What were the problems you were facing that my paper clarified? That's the real issue that we ought to try and find a way of summing up in the introduction to our paper. And I also need it for the book. It was the cold continent paradox.
yeah, plus continent should have been dry.
Why did everybody always assume they must be? Why did everyone always just take it for granted that the continents must be dry? Is it because today's continents are largely dry?
Well,
although Canada and places aren't.
It's very simple. It's when you raise the temperature, you increase the evaporation rate.
Yeah,
You increase the precipitation rate.
yeah.
But the precipitation depends on the distance from a water source.
Yes.
The evaporation doesn't.
Oh yeah.
So if you've got a continent, you can get water onto it. That's fine, but the evaporation just keeps going on and on and on and on, whereas the precipitation's intermittent, so the continent gradually dries out. Everybody's always believed that, you know.
Well, it's not so much
They
believe
never
it.
thought about the possibility that the continent might not actually be dry.
Yeah.
Now, the amazing thing was when I looked, you know, just looking at Robbie's map, or pictures of his figures of a daily temperature, and you saw those deserts outlined. Oh, God, that's beautiful. Because temperature variation over desert, you know, in the Sahara, you can be up to 120 in the daytime and down
below
to
zero.
midnight, down to freezing at night.
Yeah.
Huge daily temperature variation because there's no moisture.
Yes.
And that just shows on those diagrams so beautifully. It's just wonderful. You
It's
know?
really the final confirmation of my theory, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more than that because it shows that the dinosaurs, they lived in an environment different from what we live in, where there's
Yeah.
a night-day temperature that's different. They lived in a
Balmy.
balmy, wonderful evening, cools off just a little bit, warms up in the morning, not too hot, and so on and so forth. Just a wonderful, even temperature.
It's funny because you see, when you said how excited you were when you read my theory because it solved your problems, when Bob sent those pictures today by email, that's exactly the feeling that I had. Because now that he'd looked at it that way, and the proof is there, I mean, I am suggesting that the continents were wet. And you're saying, well, if the continents were wet, it would solve a lot of problems. And now we're both saying, Bob, what was the diurnal variation in temperature?
Yeah.
And he's looking at it quite objectively and coming back and providing exactly the data that you want for it to be perfect for the dinosaurs.
Yeah. It completely obliterates so many of the arguments about dinosaurs. You know, I mean, the hot-blooded business and all that.
Yeah,
sort
that's
of-
right.
You don't need any of that.
No.
If the temperature variation is only 5 degrees Celsius between night and day and through the year, who cares? You know,
Yes.
whether you're hot.
And also, but they're also immersed in water anyway. That's
Right.
about
Yeah, and
37
that's
degrees
even more
Celsius.
stabilizing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it buffers them. Here we go.
All right.
We're going to win, aren't we?
We are. There's no problem about that.
I only wish I could stay.
But then we have to start working on the next one,
Oh, shut up about that. That's ridiculous.
which is the way the whole thing, the whole.
But that would be exciting.
It's so exciting
Yes.
because we have an evolutionary diagram, but we have no basis for why it evolved. You know, why the diversity increased and all that. Now we got it.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and it all makes so much sense.